Hey everybody, it's me, Carol. I'm going to be bringing you a video today on doing my butterflies or my butterflies. Oh my goodness, I'm starting off on a good note here. My clothespin magnets, and I'm going to be doing these using just a floral motif like I usually do. I thought I would go ahead and do a new tutorial since the first one I did, I wasn't exactly thrilled with those clothespins too much. I've been really enjoying using just the regular clothespins to make these. So I'm going to make one with these clothespins, just your standard clothespin. And so, but before I get started, I just wanted to talk to everybody and let you guys know that I'm hoping that I'm going to get back to doing more videos for y'all, just to try and get back into the swing of things. I've been enjoying doing my crafting again lately, and because I've had a little bit more time to do it, I've come up with some really good ideas and things that I've been working on. I've been making appliques and flowers and things like that. So I just want to do a video or do more videos, maybe some shorter videos, so that I have a little bit less involved in trying to get them completed and get them going. And get them up on YouTube. So anyway, the other thing I need to do is I need to start working on my subscriber base and growing my my subscriber list so that I can maybe get monetized or something, so that I can have a little bit of sponsorship in doing my videos. Because there's times, you know, money gets tight sometimes, and so if I have that sponsorship, I don't know how much. With my current subscriber base, I don't really have a large base yet, but I need to make sure that I work on that and try and work on growing that and getting a bigger base. And I think one of the ways that I can do that is by getting monetized and getting out to more people. So after you watch my video, if you're not currently subscribed, if you would hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you'll get notified when I do future videos, that would be greatly appreciated by me. I really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy kind of bringing new crafts to the table. Most of my crafts are altered items, so it's things that I pick up, you know, jewelry boxes and things like that I pick up here and there to repurpose or alter and make them fresh and new. So that's one of the things I really love doing. I do a lot of thrift store shopping, and I use a lot of items. I have a little local kind of a dollar store. They're really not a dollar store, but I'm able to get some of my craft supplies at a little bit less cost to me. So I try to do that. I try to save money wherever I can. And then I take and I sell my things in my Etsy shop. And that's the other thing that I need to start doing. I work with Debbie over at Kiki's Sale. Debbie sends me some beautiful items. She sends me lace and bling and really just about anything that I need to do my videos. And I don't mind mentioning her Facebook page here, because I know that when she sells her items, she sells them at a very reasonable price, and she gets them shipped right away. She does a little sale about once every couple of weeks on a Saturday night, so everybody just kind of gets in, that's in the group, gets in there and lets her know what they want of each item she posts, and it works out really great for the group. We have a great group of women in Kiki's Sale that you know, really support each other and, you know, show their crafts off that they're working on, things like that. And so I enjoy being able to work with Debbie and to let people know about her Facebook page so that she can grow that population as well. And then the other person, I just need to say, I have to say a great big thank you to Lori Knowles, who is the lady behind Happy Bird's Glitter Nest, because Lori is the person that really got me my start. She got me going on YouTube. She encouraged me to start a YouTube channel and kind of helped me get started. So I really owe a debt of gratitude to Lori for helping me get started. Now all I have to do is try and grow my subscriber base to what hers is. Not even close at this point, but hey, you know, someday when I grow up, maybe I can be like her. Anyway, I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy bringing my crafts to y'all, and Happy Bird has a Facebook page as well, and so we have a huge group of crafters that are part of that group. It's thousands and thousands of people, and we kind of all show off our items and our crafts that we've been working on, support each other, give each other tips and tricks and things like that. And it really is a fun group. We enjoy, you know, chatting back and forth. And I have to say, I've made some really awesome friends through that group, many of which, you know, some of those people and some of my subscribers have been so kind to me and have sent me you know, supplies and tools and things like that that I've needed to kind of keep my stuff going. And, you know, I need to say a huge thank you to all of those people who have helped me by sending me different items. And as I'm using them, I try to mention them in my videos because it's important to me to acknowledge those who help me and who have blessed me in my journey. So super important to me, and if I ever forget anyone, I would encourage you to you know, speak up to me, send me a private message and let me know, hey Carol, you used my stuff today and you didn't say anything. Because I don't mind. I want to make sure that I do acknowledge you all, because it means so much to me to have your support. And you know, getting some of the things that I've gotten, I've had a couple of people that have sent me hundreds of dollars of supplies and things just to keep me going. And I'm in awe. It's like Christmas sometimes opening some of these packages that I get. It's amazing. Some of them are items that people are just kind of overstocked in, and they send me some of their extras. I've had women who have sent me brand new stuff. They order from Amazon and just have it shipped to me. I can't believe how generous people are. They just, people do this stuff from the heart, and they do it because they want to bless somebody, because they can. And at first it was really hard for me to accept getting these things, but I've learned that you know, there are people who will get insulted if you don't accept their kindness and their blessings. So I've learned to accept them and, you know, thank them and acknowledge them, and that's really, really important. So thank you all. Just kind of to name a few, Kim, you're an angel and you're so kind to me, and you sent me some really great stuff, tools and supplies and things like that. I can't say enough about my friend Kim, because she's she's one of the ones that, you know, she says, let me bless you today, you know, and it means a lot to me. Linda, Anthony, oh my gosh, Linda has supported me in ways you can't even imagine, and she's just been so kind. And we are sisters in faith. Same with Kim, sisters in faith. And I just really appreciate you guys so much. Candace, who has sent me hundreds of dollars in supplies, lace, rhinestones, glitter, you name it, she has sent it to me. And hundreds of dollars of stuff. And it's just amazing. And Carol Nixon, who is a friend of mine, Nancy Hudgens, and oh gosh, Aileen Nichols and Gail Fleming. Oh my gosh, you guys are just angels on earth, and I thank you all so much. I know there are more people and I can't remember everybody, but throughout my journey I will make sure that I acknowledge you all. So I'm gonna get started here, but I just wanted to take a few minutes to put my face up here because I never do that. I just show my hands usually, which are not that great, but hey, they're hands and they do the job. So anyway, today I just wanted to get on here and be a little bit more personal and talk to everybody and say thank you again for supporting me and my channel. And please, if you do like my videos, please like and subscribe, and let me know if there's something that you want me to do that I'm not doing, because I like getting new ideas and taking those and kind of running with them, putting my own twist on them. And so any ideas that you have that you'd like to see, you know, get made, I'm in. Another tutorial that I want to do, actually, yeah, I'm going to do the clothespins now, but I'm going to do another tutorial on some, I'm doing some tags, gift tags. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to make some shabby chic flowers. I'm going to do some ribbon flowers. So I've got a lot of things in the pipeline that I'm going to be doing, and I'm looking forward to it. And so I'm not going to bug you anymore with my talk. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's go. Today I'm going to bring to you a project that is near and dear to my heart. I love making these clothespin refrigerator magnets. I've got several that I've already made. I'll show you a couple to start off with. I'll just go to my refrigerator and grab those. These are some of the ones that I've made. These are not my all-time favorite ones, but they're some of the ones that I have made recently, and I just love them. They're so fun to make and so relaxing, and I just love putting these little things together. So I'm going to be doing some of these today in this video, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time gabbing about them. I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. These are some of my supplies. I've got some lace that I may throw in there, and you never know what I'm going to use. I always throw out more supplies than I can possibly use in a project, but I like to have lots of options before I sit down to do my videos. So over here I have some paper flowers and some beads here that I may or may not use, and then I've got some little stamens over here, and these are my magnets. I buy these at a little local shop. And here's what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to try and put together a couple of kits and put them in my Etsy shop with some of the supplies that you may need or want to put into yours. I can't say it will be exactly this stuff, but I always take pictures of everything that goes into my kits. And so I will try and put a couple of those together for you all so that you can try and give it a shot and see if you enjoy making these as much as I do. So be on the lookout for those to be in my Etsy store. You know, when I make my kits, I don't always make a lot of them because I can't use up all of my supplies for crafting in my kits, and I am running a little bit lower on some of my paper flowers and things, much lower than I've ever been in the past. So I just have to be a little bit careful, but I do have enough to make probably 2 or 3 kits that I will put in my store. So be on the lookout for those, and you know, if you want the stuff to put these together, then by all means, I would love to have you guys get some of those supplies and give it a shot yourself. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I've got my 4 clothespins. I'm going to go ahead and make enough to put in a set in my shop. So I'm going to make 4. I have different sets already in my shop that I've made in sets of 2, 3, And I think I have one set of 4. I'm not really sure. This set I want to try and do in a set of 4. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I've got my bling here. I've got other little pearls here just in case I want to use them. And make sure you have plenty of glue sticks on hand. I'm not that you're going to use more than one in one set, but I like to make sure I have plenty on hand just in case. I have some little corner bits that I bought a while back that I will be possibly using in this. Again, I never use everything that I put out, but I need options. So, and then these are super cute, and I believe I may have gotten these from Debbie Cottrell over at Kiki's Sale. I get all of my lace from Kiki, well, all of it. I get a good deal of my lace from Kiki's Sale because Debbie is able to find some of the most incredible laces and things that are great for my crafts. And so if you get a chance, go on over to her Facebook page. It's called Kiki's Sale. That's KIKI' Sale, S-A-L-E, on Facebook. And she has some of the most wonderful supplies. She does a sale about once every couple of weeks, and it's usually on a Saturday night around 8 p.m. Central Time, I think it is. And I'm in Pacific Time because I'm out in California, but I think she's Central Time. And so just make sure that you know which time zone you're in versus her, so you know what time to join the sale. And she just has some of the most incredible stuff, and I encourage you to go over and check her page out. Again, these are these little teeny tiny cameos that I got that I'm gonna try and incorporate into these magnets today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You need to make sure you have a pair of good scissors for cutting your lace. And some of these nippers, mine are broken. I love these nippers. They're amazing. And I was cutting something like a couple weeks ago, and I broke the tip off of my pliers, and I'm heartbroken, but they still work. So I never throw anything away like that because I want to make sure that, you know, hey, if it's usable, I'm keeping it. If it doesn't look so pretty, that's okay. I'm not worried about looks. So anyway, these are the items that I'm going to be using possibly. So let's go ahead and we'll get started on this, and I'm going to show you something really, really pretty. Anyway, so right now, I'm not working, so that's why I'm having extra time. I'm doing a whole bunch of videos, and I want to make sure that I have a lot of them to put up from week to week. And so I'm trying to get ahead of the game here before I start going back to work and get some videos done for you all to watch. So they won't all be going up right away, but I've made a few already, and so I'm super excited about that. I'm just excited to be back to crafting. So let me go ahead and get started on these. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this lace, and I'm going to lay it down as the sort of the backdrop on these, and then I take it from there. So I'm just going to take this and clip it here. And you know, I've noticed, you guys, in the past, I've had a real problem with getting out of the camera's shot and being out of view when I'm doing my videos. So I'm really going to be working harder to make sure that I'm staying in view so that you guys can really see what I'm doing, because I know that affects the quality of my videos. And so I'm trying to do better with that. So for those of you who have noticed it, thank you so much for letting me know. If you guys see that I'm sort of out of sorts and I'm not quite doing things the way that I should be doing them, just let me know, and I'll make sure that I try a little harder to try and stay in focus and be where you can see what I'm doing in the camera. So these, I'm just taking and cutting some pieces off of this lace because I want to use just certain pieces. And I figure I'll use 2 of these and 2 of these. And so I can put the rest of that aside and move on. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to make sure the lace is going in the right direction. I'm just going to use a tiny dot of glue, and I'm just going to put that at the back end of the clothespin. And I already need glue, so I'm going to load my glue gun up. So I'm going to use both of these, and this one I didn't cut off this other little piece, so let me get that cut off of there. Put it in my trash pile. And then these 2 are going to get these 3-pronged pieces going straight up the center. And as you guys can see, my glue gun has seen better days. Look at this thing. It's kind of embarrassing, but here's the thing. I've got big glue guns that are nice and clean and pretty, and I do better with the little glue gun. Because I have small hands, it fits in my hand better and I can maneuver it around a lot better. So that is why I'm using this hideous little glue gun. I try to keep it out of shot of the camera as much as I can, because it's just not very pretty. Okay, and then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and right at the tip of the little prongs, I'm going to use these 4 little gray cameos, because I want them to match. So I'm just going to put a dot of glue on that, and just so that you can see it, and I get it on there straight. I've got to get it over here. The next one I'll get more in view of the camera. I'm just going to show you how this comes out, and then so that's where I'm at so far. Okay, so let me just get these other 3 on there, and I think I'm just going to start with a dot of glue there. And just grab these little guys and lay them on. I try to make sure that I put my bits and pieces in the same spot, and sometimes I forget where I'm at and I don't get it exactly in the right location, and then I get mad at myself because I wasn't paying attention. And I always want to try and make sure that they match up as best I can. Hey, it's okay to be a little bit imperfect. I'm not a perfectionist. I never claimed to be. But I like to get as close as I can on certain things. And this is one of those things that I want them to look even. Because part of that is because on these particular items, when I package them to sell them in my Etsy store, And I'm getting ready to do a craft fair pretty soon. We have one locally here. It's like a market slash cat. It's not really a market because they don't sell food. It's not a farmer's market or anything like that. But they sell, it's all people who sell crafts. And they do it every Saturday and Sunday. And it's oddly enough and wonderfully enough, it's a block away from my house. I mean, it's seriously a block down the street. So Jeff and I, my husband Jeff and I, are planning to get some of our things down there and see if we can make some money selling his wood projects and my crafting projects. So we're going to see what we can do down there. Okay. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start loading this with, you know, I was thinking about using some pieces of this, and actually I'm gonna take these little tips. This is just a little filigree corner piece, and I don't usually like cutting these up and using them this way, but I thought they might be pretty on these, and I'm gonna use 2 of them, and never shall I use them on a small project like this again. Well, never say never, but if it turns out that they look absolutely stunningly gorgeous, then I'll have to change my mind on that. I'm just trying to get this cut in the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to use those pieces, and I'm going to cut that piece off of one more. No, 2 more, or 1 more, yeah. I'm going to cut the same pieces off. These do not cut super easily, like my little jewelry bits do. There we go. Okay, so we've got 4 of those now. And then I can just use these leftover pieces. These are really pretty that I can use on something else. Actually, you know what might be cool is if I used 2 of these. There's the other one. This one I cut wrong. Doggone it. Okay, I'll just cut this end piece off. Okay, well, there we go. That made it right. Okay, so we'll use 2 of those and 2 of these. And these can get some pretty jagged edges, so you have to be really careful when you're cutting something like this that's like a flat metal, because it gets a jagged edge on it. And then these 2, let's see, let's do it this way. We'll use these on those 2, and these on these 2. Okay, so that's how those are going to go. And then we'll start building our flowers on these. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue, go down the center of that, and place it right there. There's that one. And then that one. Ah, darn it. There's that one. And one more. And this one, I think I'm just going to put it on the clothespin and lay that down. That's sort of the easier way to go. Sometimes I can do things the hard way, and I'm not quite sure why I do that, but I do. So those are all put together with the little metal pieces on there. So that's what those look like. Just put them together on my hand. There we go. Okay, those need to be facing me this way. And now let's build these guys. And sometimes what I like to do, and the best way I can do this is to keep those two together and keep the other two together, is I'll do them, if I have them where I've got them like slightly different, I'll take two and I'll put the flowers one way and take two and put the flowers the opposite way. So I'm going to take these dark pink flowers and start them right there. And then I'm going to take white flowers and put those on the tips of these two. That one looked smaller, I don't know why. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to do the opposite. And I'm going to put white flowers on these first two. I'm going to try and get them off to the side. And these two will get the dark pink flowers. And that is the last of my dark pink flowers. I'm a little bit sad, but that's okay. I'll be all right. I'll get some more. But for now, this is all I had left of those, was 4 of them. Okay, and then next what I want to do is I want to take, I'm thinking maybe a couple of these flat back pearls and slip them like right in there. That's going to look really pretty. I'll show you guys after I get this one on what I'm doing. I'm just going to put a dab of glue right there and grab this before my glue hardens and pop it in there. And that looks really pretty. Let's see, what side is it on? See how pretty that looks right there? So let me go on this one and do the same thing. What size was that? Okay. And this one I'm going to put on this side because I kind of staggered my flowers in opposite directions purposely on each one. Again, it's my thing of needing to keep them aligned, but keep them going opposite. And let's see. goodness. I think I need two more of a little bit more in between size of those. And of course, that's not what I pulled. Those are bigger. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I've got any more of those. Well, you know what? I'm just going to use these other ones. They'll be fine. And you can hear them dropping on the floor. All right, I'll just use that's even smaller. Oh my goodness. Just go with these two. There's an in-between size between this little one and this bigger one, but that's okay. These are the opposite flowers, so I'm just going to go ahead and use these. Even though they're slightly bigger flatback pearls, that's okay. They will look pretty. And this one I'm going to put over to this side. And I'm trying to shove these in there, especially these bigger ones, a little bit farther so that they don't look awkward, but they look really pretty on there, so that works out good. And then actually what I want to do is I want to take a couple of these regular round pearls. I've got some little teeny ones here, and I want to use a couple of them as well. And what I do with these is I take them and I put the hole through the toothpick through the hole, find the spot that I want to put these in, put my little dab of glue there, and just ease that off of the toothpick where I want it. And we're going to do another one. And see how easy that is? I just take my index finger and slide it off. The tricks and tips that we use, especially from watching other people's videos, and that's a trick that I got from Lori over at Happy Bird's Glitter Nest. If you haven't been to her channel, please do go over and check it out, because she, again, is the person that got my spark going again when I had kind of quit crafting for a while. I used to craft weekly with my mother-in-law because we both had, strong interests in crafting, and she taught me how to do some sewing and things like that. And so we used to just love to spend time together. And when she passed away, I just kind of lost my spark. I didn't have my partner anymore. She was just my bestie. And, to this day, I really miss her. I miss having her to hang out with. And what I would do is we'd gather up all our stuff, and I would go over, because my father-in-law was a truck driver, I would go over and on a Friday night, and I'd spend the night with my mother-in-law and just hang out and craft. So, and then go home, Saturday afternoon or whatever, when we were done crafting. Sometimes I would stay 2 nights and just hang out with her. And gosh, we would just have so much fun. And it was just heartbreaking for me when I lost her, when we lost her. It was pretty devastating for me. She ended up getting cancer, and so it took her very quickly after she was diagnosed. I mean, really quickly. And so I didn't even have time to prepare. I didn't have time to understand really what was happening. And so the one thing that I was able to do is honor her by taking care of her in her last weeks of life. So that was kind of what got me into doing hospice work for a while there. I have left hospice. I decided that I needed to change directions in my career because hospice is one of those things. It's very, very rewarding, but you can also get very, you can burn yourself out on it, and you can get kind of a bit of a depression that sets in if you do it for too long. And if you're a person like me who cares so deeply for people that I make contact with, I love people, and I love helping people, and I don't like watching people leave. So it just got to a point where I felt like I needed to change directions because it wasn't making me feel warm and fuzzy anymore. And really, if I'm being honest, hospice has changed quite a bit, at least in California it has. The rules keep changing, and it's gotten as political as everything else in healthcare. And so it just got to a point where it didn't feel right anymore. So here I am trying to kind of change gears a little bit, change my career a little bit, and it's not easy, but it's something that, you know, I feel like I need to do. So I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, I'm debating on whether I want to put one of these sparkly beads on these, or if it's just too, I don't think I'm going to do that. What I will do though is I'm going to take these little stamens and I'm going to put one of these somewhere up here, if I can get it in there. Yeah, I'm going to try and get one of these into each one. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there and pop it sort of between those two other pearls, just kind of popping out. So there we go. Looks really pretty. I am going to have to come up with something else though at the sort of at the front tip, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go with that. But what did I do? I put those pearls, I put them at the opposite end on this one, so we're going to go with pearls at each end. Okay, I need to add them to this one. So let's add some more pearls, everybody. I got myself talking and I didn't pay attention to where I was working. Okay, so I'm going to turn these around and get them to match the other one, sort of. Now these two are actually a little bit different, and I think the cameos are a little bit closer to the flowers, so they may be done just slightly differently from the other two. So that's that. And I don't know if I can put a stamen in there. Can I? Yeah, I can. Sure I can. We can do anything, right? I'm going to take this flower and kind of lift it a little bit and make a space to pop this little stamen end into. I just don't want to cover up the cameos. by popping these in. So as long as it's not gonna hide the cameo, I'm good with it. There, it's going off to the side. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to get off track here. I'm gonna put 3 of these at this end, get in there while my glue is still soft. And I'll put one, whoops, grab some more pearls and have them on the ready. Okay. So anyway, as far as work goes, I am again looking for a job, and I'm wanting to do something different. I'll probably still do administrative type work, but in another industry. So I need to figure out, you know, what I'm going to do. I've been applying for a few jobs here and there. Haven't found anything that really has screamed out to me and said, Carol, you need to work here. But I'm sure it'll come along, and it really needs to come along quickly here, because I'm getting to a point where I really need to start bringing in an income. Lord knows I wish crafting would do that for me, but I don't have enough subscribers yet to really go crazy with getting monetized or doing. My husband, he likes the whole idea of the whole what do you call it? Oh shoot, I can't think of what they're called. Where people kind of support you. You're not fans. Oh my goodness, I'm not an actress for sure. That's what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. Starts with an S, I think. Anyway, I think I forget a word in every video that I do. That's kind of scary when I think about it. I worry about losing my memory quite a lot. It's a scary, scary thing. When I took care of my mother, she had Alzheimer's. And boy, it really, really changed her, and it made me very fearful of, you know, the day that I might end up in that same place, because it's such a difficult and terrible, terrible disease. So I don't want to end up in that position. Hold on, I'm fixing this thing that's in my hair and it's stuck. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. So anyway, I definitely do not want to end up in that position, but you know, I do know that it tends to be a hereditary thing with Alzheimer's, and so I know there is a chance that it could happen to me. So I am acutely aware of that, and just a bit fearful. All I can do is pray that my kids love me enough to help me get through it if I need their help. Because, you know, I've got Jeff here and everything, but, you know, he's not as capable as the kids would be of helping me out if that were to happen. I don't know if he could if he could do it, if he would have the patience that it takes to take care of someone with Alzheimer's, and not to put him down for that at all. He's a man, and that is a very, very difficult disease to work with. So I was able to do it with my mom because I had experience in working with Alzheimer's patients. So I knew what to expect, I knew what was going to happen, and I knew that I would be okay. So, okay, so those are our clips, and I think that is, I want to see something real quick. I have these pretty sticky things that are sticking to my hands, and I can't get it off. The only thing is they're going to cover that metal piece up that I worked so hard and destroyed to put on there. I don't know that I want to cover that up. No, I'm not going to use those. Okay, good. I'm kind of glad that didn't work out because I don't want to ruin those little metal pieces. Anyway, okay, so we've got our clips. Now I'm just going to add the magnets to the backs of them. I've got these little teeny magnets that I buy at a little local shop. I know Dollar Tree sells magnets and things, but I don't know that Dollar Tree sells the little different sized ones, the little teeny tiny ones like I've got here. But in my kits, I will make sure that you get the magnets as well, because they are small and they fit perfectly on the backs of these clothespins without sticking out the edges or anything. So I will make sure that there are 4 clothespins, 4 magnets, enough flowers, and enough lace bits for you to complete 4 clothespins. Again, they may not be exactly, the embellishments may not be exactly the same, but I will take pictures of what you will get in the package, so that you know what you're going to be receiving. That way you can choose whether or not that's something that you want to do, or the theme that you want to do, or what have you. So I'll make sure that you get nice stuff. You get a choice. Okay, so we have 4 beautiful clothespin magnets for your refrigerator, and then of course you clip, the clippy still works, so you can clip notes and things like that. You know, if you like to leave notes for your loved ones in the mornings or what have you, you can leave those. But these turned out really pretty. I really love them. These are different than any of the other ones that I've done so far. Let me get in the light here. I don't know if you guys can see them better in the light or away from the light, but I'm going to give you both choices. So those are our clothespins, and you guys, this video has been long enough. It's almost at 45 minutes. I'm going to say bye. Thank you. Bless you. Please like and subscribe down in the down below, and I do appreciate the support of all of you. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Take care.